One rental at a time. This is your daily financial news. I want to say it's April 6th, but I honestly forgot and I just typed in the title. I think it's Wednesday, April 6th. If not, I made a mistake. Anyways, a couple of quick announcements before we get started with the news of the day. First and foremost, thank you each and every one of you who are taking a moment out of your time to leave a quick comment below. Comments, thumbs up, subscriptions are definitely going up. You are helping the daily financial news get introduced to more and more people. So let's do it again today. Leave comments below. Just say hi or good morning would be great. I will do my best to respond to you and get back to you by the end of the day. We will just keep this going, keep inviting more and more people to the channel. Then second, we are almost at 28,000. So if you have yet to subscribe but enjoy the daily financial news, do me a favor, hit subscription today. It would be really cool to get over 28,000 subscribers. I would greatly appreciate it. And of course, it is Wednesday, so we talked to Anna Kelly shortly, Adrian Hernandez, and then Matt the Mortgage Guy, all millionaires, where we will talk about topics that are important to you. So hit subscribe, notification, leave a comment, all that great stuff. So, wow. Yesterday was a day that I have been waiting for. If you've been watching my channel for probably 45 days or so, you know I was pretty adamant that the Fed should have raised 50 points last meeting. We have also come to realize that Jerome Powell is running his organization, the Fed, with a communicate to Wall Street, communicate to Wall Street. So we only got a quarter point. You also know that I believe, and I've been saying that we are going to get a 50 basis point cut, or a 50 basis point raise, followed by another 50 point raise. What we are seeing now is the Federal Reserve not gone hawkish. They might be a velociraptor, right? Remember that little crazy talon dinosaur, that little mean thing? Jurassic Park. If you don't know what a velociraptor is, go check it out. They look fierce. We have no doves left. Brainerd, vice chairman of the Fed, Super Dove, is now a velociraptor. Going to get interesting. Stock market down, crypto down, housing market frozen. And then yet inflation likely has a couple of negative prints ahead, meaning not good. So why was yesterday important? We get Fed meetings at 11:30 Pacific, 2:30 Eastern. I suspect, just like last Fed meetings, that most people wanted 50 basis point, but Powell got him to do a quarter. If you remember the last Fed meeting when they did nothing, it was very clear that the Fed wanted to raise, but Powell said no. I suspect the meeting minutes that we are getting today are going to be super hawkish. And when Brainerd, the biggest dove, comes out super aggressive, velociraptor, we are in for some tightening. Second, for those of you concerned about the yield curve inversion, congratulations, that is over. Check it out. The 2 and 10s, not inverted. 2 and 10s are actually steepening, which is what should happen. Why is that? Because the market finally understands what I told you for the last week was going to happen. I told you that the Fed funds rate everybody was reacting to, right? The front end, meaning the 2 in this scenario. But I kept telling you over and over that the Fed is going to reduce the balance sheet, which is going to push up the back end. And people got it yesterday. I just love it when I'm right. I like it when I'm wrong too. I take a shot. But yeah, I got this one right. Yield curve not inverted because the back end, the long end, is up. And it's actually steepening as of this morning. and it could steepen even more this afternoon, but we shall see. The 30-year note is over 5%. 30-year mortgages, last time I saw was 5.02. You and I need to seriously think about, could it hit 6% by June? That will be a conversation I have with Matt, the mortgage guy, later today. I think there is a good chance that the mortgage rate hits 6% sometime in June. As investors, me, you, the one rental at a time community, you and I do not care about the mortgage rate. Do you know who cares about the 30-year mortgage rate? Owner occupants. You and I, as investors, we simply change the mortgage calculation in our spreadsheet that I teach. It raises the expense line for mortgages, no duh. We do the math. At asking, properties are not worth as much because the yield goes from good to average or average to bad. You and I write better offers. You and I don't care. Doesn't matter. Homeowners care. Homeowners are about to be frozen. Everybody was excited at 2.5, 2.7. Nobody's going to be excited at 6.2. We are going to have quarters where nothing happens. The housing market is about to be frozen. You and I get to cherry pick and hunt for motivated sellers. And I'm here to tell you, I think there's going to be some cool spots for us to hunt. And I'm going to talk about that when I summarize my supply destruction, because I now have asked 8 multimillionaires what they think. I've given you my numbers. I'm going to do a whole new presentation on what the numbers are telling us. It is going to be really, really exciting. So again, the Fed is a hawk. No doves left. Gone. Out the window. 50 basis point lock. Could be worse. We shall see. So I got some quotes because they were really bad. It is paramount importance to get inflation down. Rates must rise so you go to bed at night and don't worry about price rise. Folks, one of the things that the Fed looks at and why you see all these surveys is they want to see if consumer, you and me, expectations are changing because of inflation. And they are right now. They are so behind, and they should have done 50 basis points in March. I told them. Brainerd, an aggressive drawdown of assets on our balance sheet. That is why the yield curve is not inverted anymore, because they are going to sell. And when they sell their bonds, prices go down, rates go up. They are no longer the biggest buyer. They are the biggest seller. It is going to move the market. This was from, did I write it down? I think this is one from the Fed chair, Mary something from San Francisco. Inflation is running at a 40-year high. It is as harmful as not having a job. Wow. Mary, super dove, now a hawk. My only question is, where the hell were these people 3 weeks ago? They are so late that they are going to have to cause a recession. Soft landing left the building. We are in for a hard landing. Man. Fed, anyways, you were wrong. That's all I could say. Looks like JetBlue is out shopping. JetBlue is looking to spend $3.6 billion in cash. I don't know why they would spend cash as an airline, but hey, whatever. They made a bid for Spirit Airlines. Spirit Airlines, $3.6 billion. Don't know if you heard this, but the giveaway administration is back at it again. They are extending the payment pause for student loans now until September. I have a question. So first and foremost, I don't have any skin in the game for student loans, but at some point, can we just realize that we are hurting these these people with debt, we keep yanking their chain, right? Oh, your payments due, payments due. Oh, nope, just kidding. Oh, your payments due. Oh, just kidding. And oh, by the way, if we can't have student loan debt repaid when we have 3.6% unemployment, do we really think we're going to have student debt paid when we have a recession and unemployment is 6%? Are we just kidding ourselves? I mean, if you can't pay back student debt now when the unemployment is 3.6%, what is going? I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, are we just going to keep making excuses? I don't know. It's the student debt market is broken. Whatever we have done there is broken. We have to blow it up and start over because they're clearly the return on investment sucks if people can't pay their student debt back. Crazy. So there was a survey done by CNBC and Acorn on March 23rd, March 24th. Almost 4,000 adults were surveyed. I thought the results were unfortunately very, very telling. 48%, or roughly 2,000 people, because again, right, 4,000 divided by half is $2,000, think about rising prices all the time. Fed should be scared. 75%, or 3,000, are worried higher prices will force them to rethink their financial choices. All I got to say is, no duh, bad. Moody's is saying that the inflation is costing the average American $296 a month right now. The Fed, you are so late. You have stayed too late for too long. We are going to have a bad recession. The housing market is going to be frozen because of you. 53% of this 4,000 surveyed are already cutting back on dining out. Remember, folks, I study the consumer. When the consumer gets scared, it's telling you something. If you have 53% of adults already cutting back on dining out, hint, hint, recession coming. 39% are already cutting back on driving. Wow. 32%, or one-third, roughly one-third, are switching from name brand to off-brand. That is a huge tell. Huge. That is a huge tell. 52% of the folks surveyed say their financial situation is worse this year than last year. How the hell can that be when we have 3.6% unemployment? We have the stock market within 5 or 6% of all-time highs, housing at all-time highs, savings at all-time highs. Hint, all of that stuff, smoke and mirrors. All these people telling you about $1.6 trillion in excess savings, all this job market mumbo jumbo. The economy is sick. It is sick. And again, 52% of people are telling you their situation is worse today than last year. 81%. It's hard to get 81% of Americans to agree on anything. Think about the last time you had 8 in 10 people agree on anything. You could talk about the sky being blue, and you probably won't get 8 out of 10 Americans agree on it's blue. 81% believe we will be in a recession within 1 year. Folks, we are 67% of our economy, the consumer. And if we believe we are heading into a recession, we have the power to create it. Less dining out, less gas, cutting back, all of these things. A recession is happening. We have stagflation right now. Recession is coming. The Fed is late. It is not going to be good. However, as investors, it is time to do the work. Making money in a recession, creating deals that you can hold for the next several decades are done in recessions. Do the work. Understand the numbers. Only write great offers. get 30-year. Don't you dare get an adjustable rate mortgage. I don't care how low it is. Nobody knows how long this will last. You run your numbers with an arm and they reset. You could get got. Don't let that happen. Not good. Mortgage demand down 40%. Folks, I'm telling you, housing market is about to be frozen. And for the few of you that keep screaming, LA County is on fire, everything's going 100 grand over. Just wait. Just wait. There aren't that many cash buyers in Southern California. A 6% mortgage is very different than a 3% mortgage. LA County will feel this too. It's coming. Every market operates in its own cycle. I talk national, but your job is to know your market. Very, very cool. So at the end of the day, I want you to have a great day. I'm talking to 3 millionaires today just for you. Like, subscribe, comment, say hello. Have a great day. It is Wednesday. I say every day is Saturday. Take care.